How's the greatest stepmom in the world doing today?
All right, cool. Well, here we go. Yeah. All right, guys. Welcome to the podcast. This is Your Dad's Closet. I'm Kyle Balls. My co-host and best friend is Wayne Kane. I'm a porn producer. He's he might become a porn producer soon, but right now he is my editor, cameraman, best friend. We used to do a straight porn podcast, but now we are doing porn and nerd stuff because me and my best friend are nerds. So we thought it would be pretty cool to keep the podcast going, but switch it up a little bit. So now we get awesome people on here, most of them work in porn, who are also nerds. Today is one I'm super excited about because though we did work together first, I feel like we bonded over nerd stuff. I think we became best friends over nerd stuff. So I have the amazing Carmela Clutch here today.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me.
There we go.
I pushed the button right when you announced it. It still didn't work. Like, I'm so bad at this.
You double clicked.
So bad at this.
Double clicked.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got the quickest fingers in the West.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, guys. So today we're talking porn and nerd stuff. Hi, Carmela. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Living the dream. Living the dream. Still.
Ain't it though? Ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. How are you doing today, Wayne?
I'm pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one. I am. I love Carmela. She's one of my best friends in this business. So, I think we had the same thing. We bonded over nerd stuff, and we've had a lot of heart to heart. So I feel like Carmela and I've become kind of close. You know, I like having her around and I love talking to her. So I'm super excited. Let's do this shit.
And we were all naked in the hot tub the other night, so it's just we're better friends because of that.
Right. Yeah.
Just
Well, that's what I was saying. Like my bond with Carmela comes from nerd stuff, as opposed to where like yours like kind of stemmed from a sexual relationship, whereas mine didn't.
We shot porn first before we realized how big of nerds we were.
I'm probably the only guy like who like would rather talk Harry Potter with Carmela before fucking her. You know what I mean? Like,
See, like if only every guy had that I'm already ready to go. See,
Yeah.
Like,
So we're giving you guys the inside track on Carmela.
Like hello, dripping wet already.
Yeah. Walk up to her in a Harry Potter garb at the next convention, be like hankiest pankiest, and see what happens.
You know what? That's so nerdy. It might actually
oh
work.
my god!
Shout out to Big Bang Theory. They gave me that one. I can't take
Hey, you know what? I took one of those tests. It's supposed to tell you if you're autistic. Turns out I'm a Gryffindor. I heard a comedian say that the other day. I'm like, that's hilarious. I gotta say that tomorrow.
So
I am a Gryffindor and I'm autistic.
So Carmela, just a heads up on how this is running. We have no structure. This is very much like Whose Line Is It Anyway? We're just rolling with it. We might talk Harry Potter. We might go down the Dune track. I don't know. That's what happened last time with since we started doing this. We did this with Lucy Power, and it was like, we're just going to talk.
Okay.
So we might randomly talking about which house she would be, and then all of a sudden, like, what's your favorite doggy style position? Do you like ass up? Do you like more,
Okay.
what? Yeah. So I don't know. This just to... We're not that good at this, so we'll just see how it goes. That's
So
in
wait a minute,
nutshell.
it's gonna go basically how we have every conversation in our
Pretty
lives,
much,
like
pretty
with
much.
with
That
all
is the
cameras.
idea. I mean, this is how we talk. This is what we do. We sit around and we
No,
talk
we-
shit.
we
and
really
talk
do.
about geek stuff. Me and Kyle sat down and watched a 5.5 hour cut of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith
Yeah,
the
that's
other
what we
day.
did.
Like
We watched
5.5 hours we sat there for.
That's
Yeah.
Like the nerds took the original movie,
Uh-huh.
put in all the deleted scenes, which is probably only like another 10 minutes. Then they went back and all the cartoon stuff that they have done that takes place around Revenge of the Sith years later.
Incorporated.
Yeah, they would slice it into it as well in the timeline. So it was,
I love that.
epic nerd stuff for sure.
It's like a fan version of like the Snyder Cut.
Yeah,
Kinda,
it was
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy watching it because I was like, I can't believe Disney hasn't done this yet. Like they want to beat Star Wars to
Because
death.
Disney
like,
likes to take our childhood and ruin it and like kill it and then stomp on it and then piss on the grave and then light everything on fire and then piss on it again.
yeah,
Sorry, I have
Kathleen
very
Kennedy's
strong
gone,
feelings
so
about
let's
this.
cross our fingers.
Hopefully things get better, yeah.
But yeah, I was just like whoever did this, because a fan did this and then put it on the internet for free.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe
And-
someone like Disney is like, it's $1 million. You guys could probably make a better cut than what this
Absolutely.
fan did, splicing it together.
Absolutely.
So
But
surprising.
I always did like how George Lucas would incorporate the fans like versions of things or like their sidetrack stories.
A big one was it's Filoni. He loves going back and filling in the gaps or creating character. And so yeah, it was just and Lucas was always a fan of that. And I mean, I just watched a little thing about I think Lucas was being interviewed about the Family Guy Star Wars.
Okay, yeah.
And was just saying like, oh, that was awesome. Like, you know, not pretentious, not a dick about like, oh, messing with my words. Oh, that was so cool. Like Seth asked me to do it and I was like, go do it.
I mean,
so that was yeah.
Some people really like when people go crazy with their work and like take it to the next level. Some people really don't like the reimagining. Like I just saw something about what's that horror movie with Jack Nicholson?
The Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah. The author.
The author hated the movie adaptation so much so that he went back in the
Stephen
2000s, Stephen King, and did a TV show version, which was a lower budget, but it was more true to what his original story honestly intended.
I didn't like that movie as much as I did the original Shining, even though it did follow the book very closely because I've read The Shining, of course. And in that aspect, it was great, but in the other aspect, it was like, well, that's the guy from Wings.
Okay, yeah. No, so character selection is a big casting is a really big thing, and I feel the same way about like Johnny Depp characters that he plays. All I see is I'm so glad he's not in the bringing it back to Harry Potter. I'm so glad he's not in the Fantastic Beasts. I will die on this mountain alone if I have to. He kept ruining the movie for me. All I saw was Captain Jack Sparrow dressed up as the weird vampire with the wand, and it just ruined my whole perception of everything. No.
Like zombie Jack Sparrow in the Wizarding World with his white hair and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's funny about.
He's not evil enough either. He did genocide. That's not his thing. I just don't see it.
That's not a Depp bag.
No, thank you. I'm
he
sorry.
just wants to drink and hide from his ex-wife. I get it.
Right. I understand that.
Well, listen, she's shitting on his pillow.
Watching that. We're all over the place. Watching that courtroom deposition and the guy going, were you drunk on that plane? And he kept saying no. And he goes, are you sure you're lying under oath? You were drunk on that plane? He goes, no, I was incredibly high on cocaine. Like, completely different.
He's like, it's the same thing. You were intoxicated. He's like, not really.
Yeah,
because
I'm not going to lie under oath and say I was drunk.
Listen here. No, because anybody who's ever done the two knows it's a very different high. It's a very different thing.
Yes, very much so.
Anyway. But going back to the Stephen King thing, I want to say, because he shits on almost every like adaptation of his books.
Yeah.
And I want to say his favorite one, I think, was like the TV version of It.
Really? Yeah.
Really?
Actually, you know what? I think I have heard that
With
before.
With the concierge from Home Alone 2, who's done a million other things.
Oh,
but like,
Tim Cook?
Tim Curry?
Tim
Curry,
Curry.
yeah,
Curry.
yeah.
I would call him the guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show. But
yeah, there's plenty of other, I mean, I've seen him in I remember in Congo. Like, I remember everything.
Is he in Congo?
Yeah,
He's done so much, actually.
Yeah,
Did not
he's one of
realize
those
he
people
had
you just don't notice. Like, you
He was
notice him,
in
but you
Clue.
don't.
Did not realize he had a horrible stroke.
Yeah.
Did not know that either.
Wheelchair
Yeah.
ridden for like the last 8 years. Because I was like, I didn't know he died or anything. So I was like, why hasn't like he was like Michael Bean we were talking about last
Right,
time. Like
yeah,
he
I
was
was
everywhere, and
thinking
then all of a sudden he
He's a
just stopped.
phenomenal actor. He actually continued to do animated series,
voice stuff.
acting.
They brought his
So
voice in.
he's still like active.
Yep.
In the business,
creative.
yeah.
Just
You gotta
one of
stay
those
working.
guys you see everywhere, and then all of a sudden he disappears. Like, what happened to him?
Yeah.
Life.
He does a great voice,
So-
too, actually.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of creators who may or may not like people changing their work, what do you think JK thinks? Like, do you think she's a fan of that? Yeah, I feel like she's kind of a person who likes to control it completely.
J.K. Rowling and her edits, something about that.
Well, just like, do you think she's someone who would be a fan of?
Well, to my knowledge, she still has a heavy hand in production. I'm not sure if that's true for the series that's going to be coming out, but as far as casting goes, I mean, she even said no to Robin Williams, who wanted to play Hagrid, which was a huge thing because she wanted it to be all British UK actors. She wanted to bring jobs to her country. I totally understand everything about that.
I don't like it.
I also, listen. I'm grateful for it to a degree because she didn't sell out to Disney because Disney was the first one that came knocking.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I feel like Disney would have ruined it. That is not a storyline for kids. It's Harry Potter is not a kid's story.
Not just Disney, because Disney, I know she said no to the parks too. But whatchamacallit, she turned down Spielberg in like 99. Spielberg was the director who pitched his vision in 99. And this is like,
but did you hear his vision though?
Yeah, for sure.
It
but
was
this
a
is
high
just,
school in freaking California. That's where it was going to take place. You can't have Hogwarts in the middle of California.
But just the fact that when she said no, this is him coming off his run from Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, producing Men in Black, Saving Private Ryan, got an Academy Award for that, and then he pitches like, yeah, sure, I'll do your wizard movie, and she's like, no, I don't want the biggest director on the planet right now to do this, and that was like good for her. Like, she was right. Obviously, it worked out, but it's just kind of interesting that
it's one of those things of like you want to choose someone who's gonna treat it with like child gloves, kid gloves, because that's her baby. His edits though, I mean, like sometimes you have to go with somebody who's gonna treat the project with with Grace because I feel like his edits were changing it to a high school in California. It just didn't resonate with the books.
Yeah. Oh,
And it still probably would have been phenomenal. He's a phenomenal director, but I don't think it would have been the story. It wouldn't have done justice to it, and that would have really upset the fans who, like I, grew up every year a book came out. We were the same age as those kids, so we have a very close bond. I feel like I do.
Since guys have been listening to us talk nerd stuff, I'm going to throw a spicy question in there just for the hell of it.
Ooh, okay.
Personal life or, professionally, ever done a Harry Potter role play?
Only for a custom once. I had a custom request where the request was cosplay. Just do something cosplay that you enjoy doing. I happened to have had a Gryffindor cardigan with me because I was traveling and it was a little like chilly, and I did one. And it was a lot of fun. I kind of like Amazoned a wand to me, and the wand would go inside of me and it would turn off, and then it would come out and it would turn on, and
Get the wand.
it was kind of like
I forgot to bring
Help
up
it.
my
We'll get mine
wand.
off the wall right there.
and it was really cool. I had a lot of fun with it, and I definitely want to do another wand again.
Make it more fun for the talk.
Yeah, so I stuck it in, and it would be off, and then I stuck it out.
So different kind of wand.
Different kind of one. So, and it was really cool. I want to do it again, but I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and so I kind of feel like I would need the exact outfit, the whole background, and
So you've never had a boyfriend, and you play Gryffindor and Slytherin hooking up in the.
I've never had a nerd boyfriend.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so-
I've never had a nerd girlfriend. That's actually, I think that's pretty much, It's
it's
I didn't even know
sad,
they
right?
existed until I turned 30. I didn't even know
Oh,
that was a
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I
Yeah, no.
get all jealous now when I go to these comic book conventions. There's all these younger guys walking around with their young nerdy girlfriends, and I'm like, where were they when I was growing up?
So
This is
when
some
I
bullshit.
was growing up, it wasn't like hot to be a nerd.
Yeah, thank you,
and-
Big Bang Theory.
And so like none of the guys thought I was hot, and now I feel like they're maybe afraid to approach me to
Right.
shoot their shot.
That's
And
actually something
so-
I kind of want to address with the nerd thing. And no offense, Kyle, you're my best friend, but when you talk about nerd stuff, like you weren't truly a nerd because you're a good looking guy. You played football. You were popular. You had friends and shit.
I was a closet nerd. I'll admit that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
never
too.
invited my high school friends to come over and watch Star Trek. For sure.
One of my best friends in high school didn't even know that I was into Star Trek until we were probably 20 or so. Like I was into nerd stuff at all. Like nobody would know because I hid that shit. I was
No,
very
it wasn't
quiet
cool to be a
about that.
nerd.
Hell no, it wasn't. So
Yeah.
I was a very, very closeted nerd, and also I look like this, so. So, I'm like a true, look at Revenge of the Nerds. Those are nerds, and now it's like, it's cool and fashionable to be a nerd,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just want to make sure that we understand the proper use of the word nerd.
that I'm claiming something that I didn't earn. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, I like
I mean, I was
it's
freshman year. I was at the midnight showing of Lord of the Rings with friends.
Listen,
Like,
it's
Okay.
still
I mean,
really
it's-
hard for me
and
to picture
there are
someone.
photos of me dressed up as Aragorn.
Yeah, but it's still really hard for me to
Okay.
picture someone picking on you for being a nerd and getting away with it. Like with me, like there's very little I could do. Like, okay, stop it. Like,
Yeah.
Get down here. Down here right
come
now.
here. I'm gonna go
Fucking-
kick you in your shin. Like,
Yeah,
you hear me stomping? That's not a big stomp. I got a tiny little foot.
I get it. I'm just saying, if there were nerd girls in high school, I would have I'm just so jealous. Like going to last time I was at MegaCon, going there and seeing like a fucking, I don't know, it could be anywhere from 16 to 20-year-old kid walking around dressed up as a Joker, and he's got his girlfriend dressed up as the sluttiest Harley Quinn. And I was just like,
Respect.
I would have killed for that at that age.
You know
I
that
I would have killed. You guys are gonna have some
I would
kinky,
kill for that at
dirty
this age.
sex when you.
on the subject of like nerds and stuff, I will say this. I wish at a younger age I had realized that jocks spend all their days thinking about playing with balls and other boys, whereas nerds are thinking about getting off and getting other people off.
That is absolutely correct.
Me and Pops,
You might have just won 5 questions already. No.
me and Pops had a 2-hour conversation last night. 2 hours about.
I saw you guys sitting in the living room without the
just-
TV on. I was
We're
like, what's
talking
going on?
family. We're talking. We hadn't had talking about a month or so. And we're just catching up on all this stuff and everything. And we get on the subject of raising kids right now in this generation. And the thing I don't understand, because to counter what you were saying there a little bit, I don't understand is there's nothing wrong with being a nerd as a young guy. Enjoy it, have fun, embrace it. Just do all the fun stuff you can, especially before you have responsibilities of life. But I don't understand the societal shift from what I see with guys who aren't chasing women anymore. Like
they want to be chased.
Yeah, that's
They
actually where I was
wanna be
going.
chased.
Because
or they
honestly,
want, but whatever reason is like, this could like be knocking at his door with cleavage popping out of her shirt, holding a pizza,
You'd be
and you get
surprised.
the attitude of like, but I'm gonna play video games instead.
right? Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong. Rock out to the video games, and especially you always see on like social media the wives and the girlfriends complaining about the husband playing video games all the time. Like, it's got to be regimented. But the amount of young guys who I'm like, video games are fun, dude, but like, she just called you to come out and hang out in the hot tub, and her parents are out of town. Like, what the fuck are you still doing here? Go.
You remember the story? I think I told it to you guys the last time I was on with you, the last podcast. The threesome I set up when I was 19 with my good friend, and she was dating my boyfriend at the time's best friend, and he had already, given the okay, we're gonna you guys go have your fun kind of thing. And so we had coordinated our outfits, like everything like that. We're making out on his bed. Yeah, we're making out on his bed, and he's playing fucking Call of Duty against the computer, not anyone else. There's no money on the line. There's no competition, and he won't turn around. He hears the moaning. He hears the sighs, and eventually we were just like, you know what? Let's just. What do we do?
Yeah.
So we stopped, and it was very frustrating, and that just, I don't understand it.
I mean, I not that I'm spending a lot of time in young relationships where I understand that, but like I had two sisters who were much, much younger than me, both being the 18, 19-year-old, or like in their high school, and then when they turned 18, I remember their boyfriends being around, and a cousin. And every generation of men, this is just normal. I remember I asked my dad about this, like, when you get older and you see the younger generation, are you worried about our future because the men are so soft? And my dad was like, yeah, that's normal. My dad thought the same way. I thought the same way about your generation. It's just what men are. Like, every generation's soft. But and that I'm like, I get. But the rest of it, I'm like, you guys, this is how you pick up chicks?
It's gotten I once remember someone referring to it as the pussification of our nation.
I've heard that before too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to go that far with it. I mean,
No,
there were definitely
definitely
things that we did as young men that were like just gross now.
I was
grow
gonna say
up.
toxic.
Yeah, like it's, that was just wrong. You're learning, becoming better people. Like, and they're teaching the next generation that is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like, did we teach it too much? Like, I don't know, just watching my sisters with their boyfriends, and the boyfriend's like almost giving up or going home or not like being interested or whatever. I don't really want to go down the road of like talking about pussification of America or men or something like that, but I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand the like. So you probably get it way more than us, and Wayne and me made a joke on the lab podcast about the comments, but I get a message every 2 days from a guy. Mm-hmm. Who wants my advice on picking up women, who wants me to be like a dating coach or something like that.
Whatever you do, please don't be like the pickup artist. That show was so toxic.
Loved the books.
Oh, yeah.
I read all of Mystery and Styles
But did you
books.
see the show?
Oh,
Like
the
the
show was
teaching
so stupid.
men how to neg?
Yeah.
Ugh,
And that's what the books were.
cringe.
I did in fact use the book, but the book was after, I mean, even because I read that book when I was 17 or 18. Mm-hmm. After reading the book, I was like, okay, there's some great stuff in here,
Right.
but you also, and I don't feel like, I think it was Mystery and Style who were the big ones. Style wrote the book. Mystery was like Mystery's method, but there was also involved in like, don't to use all his method, you have to be something you're not.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you going to keep that up forever if you find the girl of your dreams?
No.
And so there was a lot of great stuff in that book that helped me with confidence and picking up women or stuff like that.
Or breaking the ice, and I can see that.
Yeah, getting her attention. Mm-hmm. That's really what it is.
But
How can you
keeping her attention, that takes a whole different type of
and
man.
yeah, and that once again helped a lot with that. But what was I going to say? It was something just along the lines of like, being fake and everything like that. It's just like I don't.
It didn't seem authentic, especially for the type of guy that would buy that book, right? So
sorry, no, it was the people asking me.
Okay.
And it's like, what advice do you have? And they're talking about seeing a woman or whatever. I was like, go say hi. Like for the younger generation, that alone is the big step. Go say hello to her.
You'd be surprised how many guys are just too afraid to come up and say hi and shoot their shot. Listen, like
That's absolutely true, and I'm one of them.
I'm a different person. I'm in a very different situation. You can come up and say hi, and I've reached a point in my life where I have a very specific person in mind or the type of partner that I want for myself. So I don't like to waste anyone's time. I'm very like, no, thank you. I appreciate it, but no. And if you ask me why and you genuinely want to know, I will tell you the reasons why. I will be nice about it at first. And if you still take it as a
why?
then I will be a little bit more assertive about it. But I've come to that because I've gone through the dating world so much that I've reached this point. But 9 times out of 10, most guys won't even approach me because they think I'm unapproachable. They're not wrong. But yeah, as besides the point, you could talk to these girls, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to be interested in the same things as you if they're in the same age range. If you guys grew up in the same time frame and in the same country, then more than likely you guys will have
something in common. Yeah, at least.
Well, it's also too because the red pill community is very much like, oh, stay away from the friend zone, the friend zone, the friend zone.
No, I want to fuck my friends.
And that's
what the zone you want to stay out of is the family zone.
Yeah.
Family zone, I don't want to fuck you. Leave me the fuck alone. But my friends, the people that I end up in a relationship with are the people that I've been friends with because that's the person I want to date. That's the person I act like that knows me, that knows what I look like without makeup.
Now it doesn't mean once you get into the friend zone that you're ever going to get out of it.
No.
And it also too depends on like when guys are talking about this, it's like, are you asking me how to pick up a woman in a bar or a club? Because that is a completely different animal.
If you want to fuck a woman,
you
that's
have 10
different.
seconds to get your point across to try and keep her attention. That is incredibly intimidating for a guy. It's loud. You're not going to be able to use your voice as much.
Make her laugh. That's how you do it.
So that's the thing though, is I tell all these guys, go up and say hi and then make them smile and laugh. And like you're already in. Now you don't need to necessarily be the class clown. You don't need to be the court gesture.
No.
But like jester, excuse me.
Smile.
But like make her laugh, make her smile, start talking to her. And I used to tell my friends this. I was like, there's 25 questions that you ask a girl. And I can't tell you all 25 questions, but ask her those questions whenever you get to hang out with her and remember them. Remember her answers.
It's not how old are you?
Yeah.
It's not how much do you weigh?
Yeah. You're not asking those questions. It's more like, what are you into? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? Like, what was this, that, and the other. And like I said, it depends on if you're on a date, if you're just hanging out, if you're in a friend circle. But like when you ask those questions over the time of knowing this girl, like remember what she says. It will help.
Yeah, that's always my advice when somebody's like, well, how do I keep a woman or how do I be more attractive to women? I'm like, listen.
Yeah.
Just listen
they'll
to
tell
them.
you oftentimes.
Remember things and bring them back and they'll go, oh.
The other thing is
he listens.
Give her space to like emotionally dump and vent, because that's when you ask a girl that you're dating, hey, hun, how was your day? You're going to get a word vomit of every single thing that happened in her day. She does not need you to fix anything. She doesn't need you to respond. She just needs you to listen.
Yeah, I mean, that's the price you're going to have to pay if you want her naked in your bed. Like, that's kind of normal.
But it works. It works.
Which used to happen at the strip club when we would check a girl out at the end of the night and they'd start, this is boyfriend, husband talk. I'm not sleeping with you, so I don't really want to listen to it.
Right,
Yep.
But no, I mean, that was just the biggest thing is like, go talk to them. And the younger generation's like, I don't really.
You know why?
Like,
because
that.
we're too busy doing this, so people forgot how to communicate like this.
So, a '90s nostalgia channel that I wish I could shout out right now, but I can't remember. It might be '90s nostalgia.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think
you and me like
90s,
a lot of his videos.
90s
He's kind of a nerdy looking guy or whatever. Loves his Surge. He's always got a Surge can.
It's somewhere in the room. It's in the background.
And he did a reaction to someone else putting together like a '90s, 2000, like '90s kids, 2000 teenager compilation.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, that was so cool. And it was probably, there's like 4 or 5 photos of boy and girls hanging out together in the living room. You could tell it was a movie night, video game night. We're just hanging out in someone's basement and hanging on each other, hanging out, looking at each other and laughing. And he's like, the one thing you see in this photo, no phones.
Yep.
No one can pull a phone out. So it's like, this is where you have to focus. And I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Like that kind of because the phones went away, but just
Yeah.
like telling guys like she's probably going to be just as nervous
Yeah.
if she's your age and grew up in that generation too. But
Yeah.
impress her by saying hello.
One of the papers I wrote in college, and I mean, like, talk about fucking nerd, but we were doing, it was sociology, and I had talked about how the internet has brought us closer together. I'm able to keep in touch with family that's literally in other countries.
Facebook is great for family.
Fantastic way, right?
Yeah.
But also in doing so, we've become like this and so focused on getting our point across in 140 characters or less. Because remember, that was the limit.
Yep.
Once upon a time.
Oh, once upon a time. In this day and age, it's a certain amount of time frame, like a certain amount of seconds or less, that there is no way for people to recognize emotional intelligence, like the cues of the eyebrows furrowing, or like the smiles, the different types of smiles, the different types of gestures and body postures,
Micro expressions.
body language.
The last thing I'll say to that for any guy who's watching who would actually ask my advice too is there's nothing wrong with the slow roll. I think that's the other thing that gets guys in trouble is like trying to do it fast when it comes to picking up a chick.
Well, in that situation,
Define slow.
you can end up in the friend zone.
This
that
is
way,
always this is all true, but this is always
I
like
don't stay on the shelf
the
for
most
long.
divisive question you ask girls, but it's a place that guys often are like, do I do it or not do it? The gym. Approaching a girl at the gym,
Don't
not
talk to me
approaching
at the
girl.
gym.
Yeah.
That is the one place.
Which is fine. But there's nothing wrong with the fist bump or the hello.
Oh yeah.
I
little
don't
nod.
mean the talk. I just mean the fist bump, hello, maybe at some point after the second or third time a name. And then when you see her, it's, hey, Carmela, how's your day going as you walk by or something like that. And that's what I mean, the slow roll,
Okay.
trying to do a cold
sure.
open with a chick. And this is something that I have used since high school, and it is not traditional. And I don't know if some women enjoy it. A lot of women I know do enjoy it. Is the put yourself in the position and then let her decide. And it sucks if you end up in the friend zone. It sucks if you get iced out or whatever. But I don't know. It seems to work.
Yeah.
Like, like you said, be friends with her enough. And you can do stuff to show interest, but, once again, if you're doing it somewhere where it's not really a normal place to try and pick up a chick.
I'm sorry. I feel like that's a cop out, respectfully.
Oh, for sure. I'm just talking about how you do it. I'm not
Like, I'm
necessarily
gonna
saying
leave the
it's the
ball
right.
in your court, but then I'm gonna expect you to do all the heavy lifting. But I'm the man, and I'm supposed to be pursuing you. No, that's not how that works.
Okay.
But don't talk to her at the gym.
Don't talk to her at the gym.
No,
Actually,
the
I've already
slow-
done that
the
rule for a
slow
long time.
roll-
You don't
the
talk to
slow
her
roll
girls at the
is
gym.
okay in that aspect because
And that's what I mean.
makes
Like
sense.
it depends
That's
on
fine.
it depends on the situation. You don't because you don't want her like it's if you're in a place where you guys are both going to be all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get creeped out by a girl hitting on me at my job all
I
the
just
time.
mean don't stop
She
me
could-
from my
yeah.
She
from
could
the middle
easily-
of my run
Yeah, oh,
to
yeah, I
take
know.
out my headphones and be like, oh hi, and have a conversation mid run because
Right.
you recognize me from online.
Because if
Don't
you're
do that.
always a happy, good influence for her, when she sees you, she'll start smiling.
Not for nothing, but this is starting to
Valid.
feel like you guys are trying to teach me something. And I'm
No, I
here
just-
being
I'm
like, you guys
talking-
know I've
I'm-
had sex before, right?
Yeah.
Like I've done, I've had.
So you place the condom on the tip
I've
and
watched
you roll
you
it
have
down.
sex before.
That was
this
her,
Sunday.
her comments on the hot tub live the other night were hilarious about like she finally looked at me and she's like, I see why you do this every week. This is fucking hot.
This is hot. I was like, this is so hot.
Of course, then I respond, yeah, it is.
It was a little nerve wracking to know that Carmela Clutch was looking at my little shaggy ass. You know?
He did say that. He was
I was like,
this
I
is
was
Carmela Clutch
this made me
watching
nervous.
Oh,
for
Like,
us.
it really
please, I'm
did.
a big nerd.
She's
We
Keep
sat-
coming and
You've
we'll
seen
you know,
me-
but
you've
it was
seen me
different.
naked
It's
a million
different. Of
times.
course I
She's
have.
a sexual
But
athlete.
you've never
I don't
seen me
want-
naked before that day. You've never seen me get my dick sucked. You've never seen, so all that
If
stuff
I
was
was
just like, there's
tested, I would have. If I was
Carmela
tested, I
Clutch is
would
right
have.
there.
Yeah, no, I'm a community college like flag football player, and that's the NFL quarterback over there.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
trying to play in front of. Yeah, it's,
But I mean, the more you play that game, though, the more the less
yeah,
nervous
oh,
you're
for
going to
sure.
be. So keep coming. Absolutely, I would love to see you in the hot tub more if you have time.
well,
We'll see how the girls feel about it.
there we go.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I
yeah.
pivoted on Harry Potter roleplay, which got us down this naughty road.
Actually, hold on. Wait, I got to start like making some kind of notes or something so that we know to kind of guide us because like we're already
'cause
like 45 minutes in, and
Yeah,
I know
this
there's
is
a lot
great
of
so
editing,
far.
but we have barely talked about anything Harry Potter.
So that's why I was.
And I actually wanted to add a new segment. Well, it's not necessarily new because I did talk about it, but the viewer mail thing. Because we did get another one a few months ago, and I wanted to kind of discuss it.
All right, well,
if-
rock
if
and
you're-
roll,
if
then
you're
we'll come
down.
back to it.
Yeah, and since we got,
I know what my
this
next
isn't
Harry
gonna be
Potter
a-
question is. So, do you?
This is not an ask a porn star question, but it's not hey dick either.
Oh, I missed
But,
that one.
We got a question here from Dusty. He says, first off, I love your content, brother. Amazing ladies you have to have fun and make content with. Now, this is probably unlikely, but I'm going to ask. I was wondering if any of the ladies that you work with would ever be interested in taking my virginity. I'd verify anything they need, send pics, do video chats to confirm who I am, travel to wherever they need me to go to in advance, and do anything at this point. I've been out and about in my local town, but it's been a huge bust here, sadly, unsure what to do at this point. About me, 31, 6'2", 240. Lost a lot of weight over the years. Huge geek and love to get out of my comfort zone now. Again, I can send photos for any of the ladies willing to travel. Carmela, you want to take this guy's virginity?
Why do they always seem so fake?
I know, right? I mean, I guess people are trying to be poignant.
If he had said 19, I would have been like, okay,
right,
there's
that's
a
another
chance.
thing,
Yeah,
right.
31, like,
The last guy was 40.
and I don't. That's the part where I don't like necessarily believe them. I'm sorry. I know that was cute. I'm sorry for jumping in. I just
it's
like
okay.
I call like hire a professional.
That's
That's what he's trying to do. Except
Empty the chamber.
But he's trying. Well, I think he's trying to get it for free.
Yeah.
He's trying to be like, "Hey, Kyle,
I was like,
Yeah.
I guarantee with
Misdemeanor
what
will
you,
fuck me."
help
you know?
a fellow geek out. I mean, like,
Of course, that was not a serious question. I'm not asking you to take Dusty's virginity.
I mean, like, I wouldn't be the first virginity I've taken.
I'm
who,
sure.
who was I talking to about this the other day? I don't remember which girl I was talking to during the shoot or something like that. And that came up, and I was like, I don't know, like maybe there's a different feeling for women, like if that would be sexy or not. But for guys, like I'm not much of a creeper in that sense. So the idea of having sex with a virgin is just like,
Especially at this point in life, it's like, yeah.
So
But there are guys who dig that. That's their like fetish. Like, I mean, you know.
So the guy that I'm thinking of in particular, he didn't tell me until afterwards, and I kind of was like, oh,
that's why it was so bad.
I wish you would have told me. I would have taken it easier on you instead of being the full on porn star. I would have given you girlfriend
Let out the monster.
experience. Yes, which explains why he didn't make it past the blowjob.
Right.
Right.
So you should have known, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
like,
someone
I
who's
had a
experienced that.
situation-
That's rough.
No,
Yeah.
well, no, because there are porn stars that can't make it past the blowjob. So like, it's maybe he was pent up, maybe he was just frustrated. I don't know. Maybe he got excited. I don't know. But after knowing after the fact, I was like, oh, she would have told me. I would have been a little bit more like slower and not like jump right into it. You know,
Sure.
Yeah. So
Well, hire a professional, Dusty. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I should just respond.
get
that.
it out,
Yeah.
especially before you hook up with a porn star.
Right.
Before you get
Yeah.
to like get that
You gotta
dream
at least
come
think-
true, like
you're not gonna last.
it's like there's
You're gonna waste your money.
You're not ready for the ropes
yeah,
course,
there's
buddy.
ways to book professionals in like every major city in America now, dude. Just go,
Absolutely.
go do that. Because
yeah.
I guarantee you've spent enough money on other stupid shit by the time you're 31. Like save up a little bit of money and
Right.
get it taken care of properly.
Yeah.
I've definitely run into fans at these conventions who will tell me like, you know, I save up all year to like have a one night, you know, thing with my favorite porn star of that year. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. Like what a great gift to
Yeah.
give yourself.
Some people save up for
Some-
years to go to Disney.
$50 a week,
some
just
guys,
keep
they're-
sliding it into the extra savings account.
My favorite is when their wives or their girlfriends like help them save up for this
Aw.
one experience or like for a shared experience with them. Like
Yeah.
it's really cool. It's a cute
yeah,
little thing.
just,
I like couple stuff.
it's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I ask my Harry Potter question?
Sure, and then I have a Harry Potter question. Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Do you remember like vividly
hmm
your first Harry Potter? Like, did you see the movies before the book? Did you get the book first? Do you remember going to the bookstore and getting the book? Was it a gift, or do you remember going to like? How'd you hear
Jesus,
about
that's a
Harry
lot of
Potter?
questions all at
Yeah.
once.
And that's what I want to go with. Like the first Harry Potter, how Harry Potter came in. Like what happened
So,
there?
I have severe ADHD and I'm very dyslexic, and I was not doing well in school. The books came out before the movies, and so I was about the same age as the characters in the first book when the first book came out. And my mom brought it to me, dropped it on my bed, and she said, "If you read the first 2 chapters and you don't like it, I won't bother you about your grades ever again." Oh, bet. My report card's about to come in. Bet. Let's go. Let's fucking go. For once, I'm not going to be grounded on my actual birthday because it falls in the summer and the report cards came out right at the end. So I read the first chapter. I read the second chapter. I fall in love with the characters. This misfit that gets to go away from like all the like bullying and all that. I've very much identified with the characters, and eventually Hermione Granger's character is introduced, and head over heels. That was it. It got to a point where I would get in trouble in class because I was reading that instead of the required reading.
Yeah, nice.
And eventually I figured out the hack. If I finished my required reading first, then I could read whatever I want. No one's going to bother me about it.
Yeah.
So
you're 11, 12 at this point?
Yes. Every time one of the books came out, it was always the next year, and I was always the same age as the kids in the book.
Nice. Yeah.
So
Nice.
it was really cool. When the movie came out, the first movie came out, I was about 13 years old, and when they pan up from like the lake and the
show Hogwarts
canoe and show Hogwarts, I start crying, like tears just streaming slow at first, but then just streaming down my face. And my mom looked over at me and she was like, "Wow."
Oh, that's good. Nerd.
The next morning, I shit you not, I'm sitting there with glasses that I popped out the lenses. I've taped the middle. I've made a wand. I made one for my sister too, so she wouldn't bother me about it. And I was
sitting next to me in the next chair with the Band-Aid under my eye and the basketball jersey.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
All right,
The
now.
grill.
all right, Nelly.
There was a phase.
Yeah.
There was a phase.
Did you really do
bet.
that? I remember actually kids who did that.
I could not. So I always say this. I grew up in a cow town in Michigan, and my school population was about 25% black, and every other neighboring school was like 100% white.
Okay.
So we were considered ghetto.
Yeah.
And I thank all of
You were
my
the
black
inner
friends
city.
I grew up with because they showed me culture and helped me learn how to dress and everything like that. So yes, there was definitely that style, that era. There was a time. I could not pull off the do-rag.
Yeah.
I could not pull off the do-rag.
I can see that being.
I remember when I hung out with, I think she said it to you one time because you met her without me, but Bella Madison.
Maybe.
Yeah, you met
Yeah.
her. It was for the night moves.
Yeah.
With
Yes,
Avery and all that. Yeah, so she was there, and she was excited because she'd heard me talk about you a lot.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't think I ever got to hang out with you guys together. But Bella said she was like, "Oh, I hung out with you for maybe a couple hours one time," and then she was like, "Oh, he had black friends growing up." That makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
and yes, so I could never pull off the do rag though.
Yeah.
I
No.
didn't look
Okay.
right. And
Back to the Potter.
yeah, sorry.
Were you done or was that?
Oh yeah, I saw the first movie. I was like 13. I've always been slightly obsessed with it. I literally watch the movies multiple times a year, and I'm rereading the books now.
There is an episode on the YouTube channel Life of Balls where you will see we go to Harry Potter World with Carmela, and she
Is this the world?
in her element. Yeah, well, Kendra out of that.
Oh, God.
But she was in her element. It was so cute, so fun. It was so fun watching her.
I still want to go do the new one.
It was
but-
actually, I think where I bought this wand, and I remember because there were like 4 girls and a couple guys with us, and it was like, and we're going this way. I walked around holding this way.
We all get wands that day?
This way. A bunch of us did. A bunch of us did. But yeah,
I remember I was directing with it.
Yeah,
I was like,
we're
yes.
going this way, ladies.
And now we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Swish and flick.
Yeah. And I'm trying to teach us how to use the wands in the Harry Potter world. Anyways,
Anywho.
that was my question.
Yeah.
What was yours? with
Mine
Harry
was going to
Potter?
be. Well, we really should. Get into some more meat before we just start asking these kind of like random questions. But I was going to ask you, who are your top 5 non-main characters from Harry Potter movies or books? Ooh.
Non-main characters.
Non-main characters.
So I can't pick the golden 3.
No.
We're in the list, non-order, somewhere there. I'm going to put McGonagall in there. Hagrid and Neville.
Okay.
I know
All
it's
right.
very much not in the spirit of picking a character, but just because McGonagall was played by such a badass that she's always going to be one of my favorites.
Also, did you know, fun fact about the movie, she, Maggie, who played McGonagall, she was battling cancer through the later movies
Yeah.
on set with an oxygen tank in between takes. Like, how fucking baller Gryffindor is that to still sit there and be like, yep, I'm still here.
She was half the reason I watched Downton Abbey. Like, I love that actress. She's the shit. Rest in peace.
I love her. I've loved her since the days of Hook. For me, that was my first introduction to her.
Yep, Hook.
Yeah. She plays, an older Wendy, a more mature Wendy.
Yeah,
Love
no one
her.
can be like, no one can throw shade like her.
God.
Like, it's
The way that she would say it, and it would just sting a little bit at the end.
a harsher Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
Loved her in
Miss
Downton
Piggy.
Abbey.
That's funny. You want to do yours?
Do you have a Harry Potter question for me?
I mean, I'm the perv. I already asked, like, if you ever fucked in a Harry Potter robe. I don't really.
Yeah,
I've never fucked in a Harry Potter robe.
My original question was going to be like,
I've never fucked in it.
like who are your top 5? Like, I don't know how to put it now because I just kind of scrapped the idea.
I'll throw
but basically, who in the cast do you want to fuck? Basically, is what I was going to ask. But I was
have
just
you
like,
seen Neville nowadays? The guy who plays Neville
he's pretty fucking like hot, isn't he? Yeah. I think I was watching 4 last night, and Neville's on it. It was just like he just looks like
him,
little horse teeth or something. He's but yeah, he turned out pretty
Pray
good.
you never see young pictures of me.
Emma Watson. For sure. She's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I give you that. I mean, yeah.
I'd love to have like a great evening with her. I'll just put it like that. I don't know. Let's see.
Well, it wasn't a real question. I was just saying like that was the scrapped question because it was like I don't want to be. I don't really like. It's going to sexualize them. The Harry Potter part of it.
That's why it was okay.
Nobody wants to suck your cock, sir. That's about as sexual as you're going to get for Harry Potter out of me. That's.
I mean, there are other things I would think about. Dobby, I think about as a house elf and is trying to get freedom. So the way I mean, like I played that whole thing completely different in my head. Sorry.
Actually, here you go. They might not be the same answer, and just kind of curious as to why. Favorite Harry Potter book and movie, because they might not be the same. I get that. Like, I would imagine the first book would probably tingle the most, just because it was like, holy crap, this world.
The first one for nostalgia, it's kind of the same with the movies. It's the first one for nostalgia. It's the 5th one for the storyline.
Okay.
Serious passing, I guess, spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 25 years later.
Look, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. Okay.
It was that comedian who did that.
I'm going to say it on every podcast now. It's like, oh, spoiler alert. No. Yeah. It's been 15 years.
Didn't I say that about when we talked last time about Predator?
So,
Spoiler alert, there's an alien.
Yeah, right.
People in the Predator.
Well, so that part was the first time a book had moved me to tears. And it was the first time that, like being a nerd, that a book was able to take me to another time and place that I was so enwrapped in that, like the death of a character made me feel like there was a death in my own family. That was like a big moment for me as a nerd to read that and be like, wow. So I'd say those. And I really like the 3rd one because also just the storyline starts to get dark. It's when it becomes serious. They're no longer... It's when it becomes serious. That was cute. I didn't mean that. But yeah, no, those are my 3 favorite.
It was a Carmela Clutch. That's what we'll call it. She popped her clutch.
Oops.
Really quick, if we have them interested, you want to do the email thing? Say it now. Say it loud and proud.
Oh, sure, yeah. If you have any questions for Kyle or I, or a general Pornstar question, please send it to yourdadsclosetpod@gmail.com. I was going to ask. Remember, I said I was going to ask for like video submissions, but nobody's going to want videos. So just email. Try to keep it short and sweet, and please don't ask us to send a girl to have sex with you. Okay?
Send us video submissions of them just jerking.
Yeah.
Can you show Carmela this?
Yeah, I'll get her next time she's on, dude. I'll get her.
I can just imagine me coming over to hang out. Hey, Carmela, hold on.
Hold on.
Show you
something. A little business first.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Actually, there's something I want to talk about that nobody ever really talks about, and it really irks me so much about the franchise that they did this. Is like they completely removed Peeves from the fucking movies, and it's like he was one of the best parts of the books. Like, I mean, maybe not the best parts, but there was a lot of. Like he was integral to a lot of shit,
He absolutely was.
Peeves is a house ghost. He's one of the ghosts, like the headless guy, but he's very like he's a poltergeist.
Do you not know?
I don't think he's read the books.
I was trying to fly under the radar. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks,
sorry.
Wayne, for
you just
there was a bus, and
right?
you're like, "Let me throw you in it, like, in front of it."
Kyle.
Well, dude, you jumped in front of the bus last week when you're like, "Who's Paul Hogan?" Like, dude.
So I have an excuse.
I don't want to hear an excuse.
Yeah. I have an excuse.
It's been 25 years that the books have been out longer, probably.
Yes.
Like 30 years. Kyle?
Yeah.
Don't make me say your full name.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I was raised in a Midwestern conservative Christian household.
How long have you been an adult?
Hang on.
How long have you had HBO Max?
Yeah, and I still remember going on a family road trip, And my stepmom, who is a great woman, but at the time was a 90s Christian mom, we were on a road trip from Southwest Michigan to Canada for something. And we were halfway there, and my dad had bought the book on tape for us to start listening to. And we're listening to it in the car. And I remember I don't even know if Harry hadn't made it to Hogwarts yet before Ruth, or my stepmom took it out. I was like, no, this is satanic.
Okay, but how long have you been an adult for? And I know you listen to audiobooks. So
I watched all the movies, enjoyed them, and I was kind of rolling with that, and then about 2 months ago, I bought the whole thing on Audible.
Okay.
And I've been planning on starting it.
Okay.
Because one of my best friends who hangs out with me a lot was really into it, and I wanted to be able to keep up with her.
I got you.
Even though she's read 7 books now to keep up with you.
And in my defense,
I've read 7 books.
I
to keep up with
good
him.
point. I had not thought that.
Thank you. Fucking books.
Yeah.
I've read all 4 years of Superpowers and all 3 years of Warlock.
I got distracted because I fell into the horny women's book category, and I've been meaning to continue.
Did you start the one I sent you?
I have it. I wanted to ask you about it because I am in the supernatural spicy world. Is this one supernatural? Because
It is not.
Yeah, that was. I'm not saying I'm not going to read it. I'm just I'm in the middle of a female wolf shifter and mating
I needed
rituals.
a break from the supernatural.
And I just
needed something a little more real.
In the last 6 months, I've just been stuck in supernatural. Every time I get out,
No, I get that.
Because before that, I was in my space, alien, sci-fi, war stuff, which I really, really dug. And now I'm in horny supernatural world, and I can't seem to get out.
I get that, and that's fun too. But sometimes I need it. I did superpowers and then warlock, and so I needed a break.
I get you. And that was my other thing because when I saw that, I'm like,
this is a little more realistic because it has to do with horny people in college and secret societies and.
So that's why I bought it.
It's in that type of world right now.
It's what is it? Next on the.
It's so hot. I've got Ashlyn listening to it, and she doesn't jump onto anything that is a fad or anything like that.
Yeah, where is it? It should be in here.
It's so good.
It's in my list somewhere. Yeah, I just got it the other day and saved it. But yeah, that was.
I've read 7 books that he has suggested for me just so I can keep up and have conversation with him. He has not read the Harry Potter books.
I was hoping to fake it until I actually read them. I was hoping to fake my way through it.
Isn't it crazy?
Until I actually read them.
I tried to rewatch the movies over the last few days.
How is that possible?
Because dating advice and picking up chick advice. I have read so many book series that were good because of chicks. I'd see a girl that I liked at the club or whatever, and I still remember one. I not caught her, but I walked into the dressing room and she was reading the Mockingjay series.
Yeah,
and so I blew through those just so I could have conversations with her.
But you wouldn't do that for Carmela.
You fucking asshole.
But he's had a crush on me for 5 years, supposedly. Six now, because I'm coming up to my 7th year. So 6 years, supposedly. Allegedly. Yeah, you can go ahead and keep doing that.
I took you to Harry Potter World. Doesn't that help a little bit?
You did that for your show.
No, but I specifically was excited to take you to Harry Potter World. You.
How long ago was that, Kyle?
When you ask questions like that, you just make things worse.
Yeah, but it's not like you were showing up at the house being like, "Can we go again?" You left.
How many times did I show up to the house since then? I did show up to the house a couple of times.
I said I dropped the ball on it, but I was trying to fix it.
Oh, you dropped the ball so many times more than that,
You're
Kyle.
killing me, Wayne.
So many more.
I was trying to pull it back there a little bit.
I need to go to friend therapy.
Yes, so that is the only reason I haven't jumped into it. Yes, is I'm in the.
You're on probation now.
I'm in the spicy world.
You're in trouble. You're in timeout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially when you start on Warlock and then you try to go back to Harry Potter and you're like, wait, they're not fucking.
Right. Yeah.
It takes.
I understand.
I get it was a kid's book, but it was like.
Listen.
I mean, Princess Leia still wore the sexy slave outfit.
Not in the book. Just kidding. I'm pretty sure she wore it in the book too because the book was based on the movie.
What? And I would wear that costume for you if you read the books.
Ooh.
I have it.
Challenge.
I got to read all 8 of them. Or is it 7? 8 movies because the last one
was 2.
7, all 7 books because you're matching me book for book.
Okay, I can knock that out in a month.
Can you? That last one's long.
I'm doing about 8 hours a day in books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a
Probably
life.
Knock out.
I don't have a life. Because the first book, I remember I have it. The first book is like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can
Yeah, but that book is also like less than 300 pages or something.
I can kill that.
And then the
fourth
last
book
one is
alone-
like 800 and something pages.
The
I
No,
do.
I think it's
The fourth book is the largest one, and that one's like.
I thought the last book was the largest one.
I thought the fourth book was the largest one, and it was like. I mean, ridiculous. I just remember. I remember being in line at midnight, and my mom is like telling my dad
Giving you a
that
phone book.
No, my mom was telling my dad that you have to take her to this thing. And he's like, why do I have to take her to this? She goes, Marcus, you're lucky that our daughter is really into books. And this is what she wants to do at midnight during the week rather than just being out in the middle of nowhere, just doing whatever. So
Yeah.
you're going to read the books for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said I did like 4 or 5 Game of Thrones books in a month.
Okay.
And those,
Oh,
it-
awesome.
it's
I've been
tougher.
wanting to read those.
It's tougher because I haven't like read physical books in so long that now I'm just like, oh, that's like a 6-hour book or an 8-hour book. And like Game of Thrones books are like 50 to
Just-
75 hours a piece.
Yeah, that's the reason why I haven't. Plus, I feel like if I'm going to be teased that long, I want a good sex scene. I want like
Yeah, and that's
the ritual sex scene.
I didn't ever think I would care. This is just in the last year. I didn't really ever think I'd care
telling
about
you.
sex scenes in books, and now I'm like,
You're gonna love.
wait, we're not
the
gonna have
ritual
any
so-
fucking like, we're not gonna have any like.
Okay, so aside from the fact that there's no fantasy element to it, it's more realistic. It's so hot the way that it's described, bro. I challenge you to listen to that to one of the sex scenes and not think about me, bro.
And try not to go grocery shopping while listening to it.
Oh God, you're
Popping
gonna
wood while you're in
Oh,
the
With your
grocery store.
absolutely.
basketball shorts walking around with
Yeah.
a heart on. Yeah.
absolutely. I'm walking around doing house chores, and Ashlyn comes up behind me and she like snatches the earphone out of my. She's like, why are you, I was red like this. She's like, what are you? And then she starts listening to it and she hears this like grunting of this deep voice. She's like, here, hands it back to me. She's like, yeah.
I know I've sent it to you, but have you? I'm pretty sure I have because I know I sent it to you, and I think Scarlett. Like you guys are the girls I send like reels of spicy book stuff to now, and it was the 2 women who have who have husbands who
I
are
love
actors.
them. I love them.
And they have like a recording studio where I guess one of them probably does audiobooks.
Uh-huh.
And they make the husbands go in there and read quotes. And of course they adjust the vocals and everything like that. So the women are just like, and they're like, okay.
Now say you grabbed her by the throat and
And
you
it's
had
just
to,
like, I grabbed you by the throat. And the girl's like, oh. Like it's hilarious watching
it's
their
like
reaction. Like, oh,
deep
like-
ass voices. Like
Yeah.
they're writing the scripts for their husbands. So like
you're mine. And it's- watching the girls like, oh.
Yeah.
So it's funny. That's what I think about now. But I remember I sent that to you guys.
yeah. There's a whole little world out there of spicy book content.
Yeah, I said
yeah.
I love it.
I'll enjoy it. I just like I love when it's like
Fantasy related.
yeah, and it doesn't always have to be fantasy, but like that's just something lately. It's just
See-
from horny dragons to fucking horny werewolves.
See, like the horny, maybe the horny werewolves thing, but like horny dragons, when it gets a little too fantasy, it becomes a little hard for me to kind of imagine.
I'm the same fucking way.
So for me, the element of the real and like it could possibly happen in my real life, like that would be really, that to me is a little harder.
too much fantasy kills it for me, and that's why I like I said I like good.
Dragon ripped out its 7 cocks. What?
Yeah.
What does that look like? Wait, hold on. Logistically, how does that work?
As I said, Fourth Wing was good, and it wasn't too bad. And same thing, Game of Thrones, like fantasy like that's pretty good, but it's like for me, good intentions being set in modern day in Seattle, and like I said, you don't really know the werewolf, vampire, witch, demon underworld that's like lies alongside it. I enjoy that. Like you said, it's a little bit
Right.
more realistic.
Right.
Yeah, like you said, the 7 cocks. Like it's just, and he's finger banging 9. And it's like, oh, like,
I'm like, I'm not sure what
there
that
was
must
actually
look
a
like.
Saving Supervillains, book 4. He's
Like,
got
I might need a
4 of his
visual
women up
element.
against the wall, and he's using like vibration power to make them all come. It was it ruined the book for me.
Okay.
I would need a visual aid at that point to help me along with the
Right. Do they all come out of one spot or do they come from like all over the whole pubis? Like, you know what I mean?
Extra
can't leave
wieners
that
on his
up-
knees that pop out. Like,
Right,
you
yeah.
can't leave that up to an imaginative bitch like me. I will my brain.
I was just checking you. Good.
Yeah, one of my first jobs, well, actually my only paid job in Hollywood was adapting these really shitty vampire books, vampire novels. They were like erotic novels, but it was basically vampires running Hollywood. and like, you know, bringing in starlets, and you know, it was really bad, but it was actually paid really well. And it's like it was work.
You know, I like the little porn scripts and movies that they do where they kind of take a storyline and make it more sexual.
Sexy, yeah. Well, that was the idea they had behind this, because this was it was an old boss of mine actually had started writing these books under a pseudonym, like as a female, like people thought it was a chick writing them, and he'd asked, since he knew I was like screenwriter, he wanted me to do the adaptation so they could sell them to Europe, somewhere in Europe, and be fully produced as full like movies with the full sex scenes and everything.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
you couldn't do that here.
Yeah.
So
no,
that
you
makes
can
sense.
never do that here.
Can't do that here.
No.
But like sometimes you get some really good scripts, you get some really good people in it. I know some friends of mine who have done like full on productions and movies.
Yeah.
Luna Star did, you know, a couple of movies and stuff like that. She plays the villain. It's actually really cool.
I still want to reach out to the author of like Warlock or something like that and be like, can I make a porn script off your book?
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Because he's kind of
Well,
like, yeah,
so
it's just
what
like,
if he wanted some creative control over character selection, or in general, would you be opposed to it? Would you be open to collaborating on something, you know?
oh, absolutely, 110. Like I said, he created such a fun world that I'm like, oh, this would be so
Let me get
awesome
in
if we
touch.
could do something
You can get in touch with like
that. And especially that's the other thing, is all these fucking Audible and self-publishing is so cool, because all these authors out there who have great stories who big publishing houses would never give them the time of day.
Yeah.
And now they're producing all this awesome
It's-
content that I'm burning through way too fast.
it's kind of like a disruptor, kind of like OnlyFans was to the industry.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
That's been so fun. I have if you ever come into my house, please don't show up without asking.
Because people will.
They
Had to
have.
move from a last house because of that. I have a wall of all these books that I really enjoy, and most of them are autographed by the author and everything. And there's another fantasy book that it was so cool talking to the author one time, and it was like, because that book blew up, he quit his job. And he's just a full-time writer, bought himself a house out in the woods with his family, and like was able to raise his kids in a different way and everything. It was all because, and he's like, I just, 9 to 5, I write every day.
Yeah.
And it was like rock and
Yeah.
roll, man. I think he was like an insurance salesman
Yeah,
who
you
just
gotta-
thought he had a fun idea for a book, and
Sometimes you got to take the chance on yourself.
and no one would give him a shot. So he just self-published, and boom.
They only call it Delulu if you give up and you never actually obtain it. If you achieve it, then it's not Delulu. It was a goal.
I'm actually trying to find a writing program to help me, because I've had an idea for about a year now that I've been putting together.
Writing program to help you in what
A
way?
book. A
What-
book. Yeah, fantasy book.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't understand what you mean by help. What do you want?
Because I don't know how to structure shit. And so to find a program that'll actually, because there's so many programs you can buy nowadays that'll basically like, we'll help you write a novel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but honestly, the
need a
best advice I give you
ghostwriter.
as a writer would be to just write it down, write it how you write, and then give it to an editor to do that.
And it's again,
Or-
a little unsure. Never
or
done this before,
pair-
so find a
Yeah,
program.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, you can find a program too. I'm
Yeah.
using Final Draft make my scripts. I forgot how fucking fun it is actually writing shit
Yeah,
like this.
so
yeah.
I'm kind of excited.
There's got to be some place where you can go online and sample ghostwriters' work.
Yeah, and
so
then
you
and
can
then,
kind of see their
then once I
style,
have a very
and then hire one.
a
and
very
just get
rough
it down,
outline, then hiring a ghostwriter at that point for
just
some
to
amount
get
to
it
help me
down,
put it together.
and
Yeah.
then send it off to an editorial.
Yeah, that is my plan.
Yeah, you
Anyways,
got this.
still working out the details.
I can't wait.
Hmm.
All I ask is I get a signed copy. Please and thank you.
Yeah, right.
It could
I'll
be
buy it.
characters based on you too. So
Well, if that's the case, then I want to play the
yeah,
character.
you get to play yourself in the,
I
in
get
the
to
film
play myself.
adaptation. Yes.
Yeah.
As soon as Warner Brothers picks it up, we'll make sure you're attached.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna pitch it to Netflix. They'll buy anything.
Yeah. Listen, that's actually not a bad idea.
But yeah. So anyways, it's a long way from being done, but still working on the
No,
story.
I would love to read
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyways, side note about me. Harry Potter. Awesome.
Harry Potter.
it.
Actually, let's go back to the Harry Potter real second, because I keep
Yeah.
thinking about this. And you're talking about, we were talking the other night, and you said something about you wanted to clip the webbing under your tongue. Now, hold on.
Oh,
Now, the
yeah.
reason I say this is because I've never heard of that before, but it does make sense that you could do that, and it would just,
Yeah,
and then
I think we were talking about parcel tongue.
That's a whole different type of
I think I
parcel
walked
tongue.
into it like at the wrong time or something. But I was just thinking about it, and then I was watching a reel of somebody that we know, and they were like scanning like an area, and they like got to this guy who's like sitting on a bench, and he sticks his tongue out and it goes all the way down. I was like, I'll bet you he's had that shit done. I bet you that. Why did I just suddenly see this now, like 2 days after Carmela brings that up?
Because their phones are listening to us.
Right? That's what I'm like. What the fuck? That's so weird. But anyway, yeah. So like, yeah. What's the
So like it's actually funny. I was on another podcast and they had talked about surgery and body positivity, and I said that one of the things that I wish I could do or that I would be interested in doing is I would clip the webbing under my tongue because it goes out to the tip of my tongue.
Oh,
My
okay.
tongue
I
is
get what you
very
mean. So,
Oh,
your,
okay.
your tongue is short. I get that.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I clip the webbing underneath it, I'd be able to like stick it out further. I'd be a little bit more dexterous
Just be able
with
to
it.
speak to snakes in a whole different way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. In particular, I'd be able to eat pussy better, and I'd be able to,
Okay, that too.
rim better too, which is always fun. I've always wanted to be able to deep throat a cock and then lick the balls at the same time, and it's kind of hard to do that when the webbing literally prevents your tongue.
I can't even do the voice. So, give me your cock.
Oh my god!
I can't do. I can't do Parsel. I can't do I don't have Parsel tongue, so I can't do it. I can't speak it.
It would be cool.
Yeah, it was interesting, you know, and it made me think a lot. When we talked about it, it was making me think about. I think it was Misty Meaner. We'd had her. She might have been on the podcast. She was talking about she wishes she could have like her teeth removed and stuff, so she could suck dick better. And it's like,
There's
her
a porn
heart.
star that had her molars removed, her like wisdom teeth and her back molars, just that she could have more space for the BBC she was working with regularly.
Well, I mean, okay, so I'm gonna out myself on in public here. Something you probably don't know about me. Kyle knows this about me, but my teeth are fake. Like they were 100% dentures. I can remove them.
Oh, okay.
And you know, before the dentures, I was actually really good at eating pussy. Like I was like I'd get compliments every once and be like, "Damn, that was really good. Thank you." You know. After I'm the fucking grandmaster.
I am the master of the clit.
Seriously, like I have never not had a chick be like, "That was amazing."
No one rules a clit like me.
Like it's not something people talk about. You talk about the prison blowjob. The guy doesn't have teeth, and and it's great.
That's a
but
good
nobody
point.
ever talks about how good
That's
pussy,
a good
getting your
point.
pussy eaten when the guy doesn't
That's
have
a
teeth.
Good to know.
Because you know when it's a little weird. The guy don't have no teeth.
Listen, there's a reason why granny porn exists.
Right.
Listen,
I never watched. Is that in there? Is that what that's in there? I didn't even know. Yeah.
that's the thing.
But anyway, so yeah, I totally understand how that would be
yeah,
like beneficial. Like you know,
absolutely,
hugely beneficial.
And I think that actually came up because we were talking about parcel tongue, and I was saying that it's hard for me to roll my S's or my R's. Like I can't because the webbing comes to the so I couldn't do most of the parcel's tongue stuff anyways.
Oh
Yeah.
Well, if you do it, that would be awesome.
You want me to show you?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
okay.
As friends, I don't want to make it weird.
Well, I mean,
Just,
isn't parcel tongue just really breathy? You don't really have to roll any.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some Spiegel in there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
There's a little bit of Schmiegel in there.
Awesome.
It's Spiegel.
Smeagol.
Yeah.
Did you have anything Harry Potter related you wanted to discuss, or I mean, like the other night you tried to go off on the show, and
we
I
were
read.
talking about
Ooh,
the
yeah.
I
show.
don't really know much
Discuss the
about it,
show,
and I haven't
yes.
really.
There's a
I'm
lot of-
excited.
There's a lot of controversy about the show. I know that they
That's about as much as I know. It's about what we discussed the other night.
there was a whole thing about their casting, and I think they did a phenomenal job with casting. I'm really excited to see what they come up with. Couple things that I thought was interesting. Rupert Grint, who plays the original Ron Weasley, contacted Alistair, who plays the new Ron, and said, "Hey, do this for a season or two, but don't do this for the rest of your life, because if you get locked into this role and you do it well, there's a large possibility that you will forever be Ron Weasley, and it'll forever be challenging for you to get a role outside of that wheelhouse." Speaking from his own experience, and we're talking a tear-filled letter, like it was really ripping him up inside, and I think that's very telling of how wonderful these roles were for these kids, these characters who literally LARPed their way through life as these characters, live action role play. Just in case you
For any of the few nerds not watching, like for non-nerds who are watching, like
but it was really interesting. And then there was something with Sirius Black that happened too, or not Sirius. Oh God, Snape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah,
Cool.
that was.
Well, I mean, they casted him, and from what I understand, it's a phenomenal actor that they've chosen. But they were concerned about with racial tensions being what they are right now, having a character that was seemingly the only character like himself, and being picked on by other kids, and then losing the girl at the very end would play into this whole was it racially charged, which we all know it wasn't. That was just the way the story was written regardless. But
there was something little, and it's not a big issue, but it's fun to point out that when Disney bought Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy starts announcing what she's doing and the plans and everything like that, and the Star Wars community kind of goes nuts. And she basically blamed it on like toxic fanboys instead of realizing they just made shitty movies. But we don't have to go down the Star Wars road. I am loving that a lot of the girlfriends and wives who told us to get over it are now losing their shit and offering their 2 cents on Harry Potter. To which I say, like, welcome to the struggle. Like,
because I was, she wanted them. Was she?
No, she never did. She never did. But like, I was married to a Potterhead.
Yeah,
and it wasn't a date, but as she likes to point out, one of our first dates was The Force Awakens.
Okay.
And it wasn't a date. I was going to see The Force Awakens. She was welcome to come if she wanted to, but either way, I was going.
Yeah.
And so for her to like make fun of Star Wars all the time, but be a missionary with level knowledge of Harry Potter and like a disciple preaching the word, to see her freak out about Harry Potter stuff and say, huh? How's it feel? How's it?
Well, it's nice that you had that. I got made fun of most of my marriage for loving Star Trek so much. I mean, she would actually support me and be like on my birthday and be like, do you want to watch the movies or whatever. Like,
do you want me to wear the pointy ears in bed?
She was supportive of my fandom, but she didn't really care for it so much, and so it was very difficult to get through that life.
I think it's important for you to know this, and this is on behalf of your ex-wife, okay? The books and the movies, as far as the Harry Potter series go, the books have so much more detail and backstory. The movies almost don't make sense with how much they had to cut out. That you are missing
for sure
out on the whole backstory of who Tom Riddle is.
Even though
it'll be exciting to see the storyline fleshed out in series form.
Exactly. No, even though I deserve the crap you give me about not reading
I'm going to give you so much more crap.
Being married to a Potterhead, I was educated so much on it. And I was like, I completely get it because I'm a Dune fan.
Okay.
And the Dune movies I thought were awesome. I thought he did a great job for such a very complicated book. But even then, there was so much they had to cut out.
Right.
And I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
And that's why, this sometimes surprise people. I will still watch movies and everything, but I don't really care about movies all that much. Give me TV shows. Give me HBO a 10-episode season breaking down a book instead of
it's so
a movie.
Interesting that they're doing, because if they were going to remake the Harry Potter movies as movies,
Too
I
soon.
would have been
Yeah,
so
too
mad.
soon. What's the fucking point?
There's no point. But I love that they're doing
10 or 12 hours for each book.
Here's my thing about the series, and
She's pounding the fist.
Oh
It's
my
serious.
god!
Yes. This is what we wanted. Bring it out.
Yes.
Okay.
Use your anger.
So wait a minute.
Do it.
So
Do it.
As much as as I'm
God,
excited,
we're Star Wars nerds.
as much as I'm excited about them coming out with a series for Harry Potter to go further into the world, I would have much preferred the backstory of the Marauders, the backstory of the Lestrange family, the backstory of James and Sirius and their friendship.
I'll bet. I'll bet.
All the
Molly
friendship of all of
Weasley.
them, like that.
Did you know Molly Weasley was made an orphan? That's the reason why she takes care of Harry the way she does. It's not, oh, poor Harry. No, it's
I
that
think
she
I did know that,
identifies
but
Lestrange is the one who actually kills her family in front of her, which is why she goes, "Not my daughter, you bitch," at the very end. You wouldn't know any of that if you didn't read the books.
Yeah.
And you know what though? But I'll bet all the money in my pocket
It's me stomping.
that's coming. That's coming
what she said.
because the Game of Thrones Game of Thrones era is dying for the viewing numbers. I mean, there's still plenty of Game of Thrones fans out there, but it's slowing down. They've got a new Game of Thrones show they just dropped. I think another season of House of Dragons coming, but like you can tell they're like, that's where this is coming from. Like if we do a main Harry Potter series, and as soon as that blows up, because it's going to blow up because it's Harry Potter, then it's like, okay, now we have the momentum and the money to start doing
all these
all the
things.
other side ones we want to do.
They really they need to get into the Horcruxes. They need to go into Tom Riddle. Like the whole thing, the whole reason why he is the way he is because his mom tricked his dad with a love. But like there's a whole background.
Oh yeah,
there's a love.
The
there's
trip to their birthplace and all that. Like,
and we get a
lot
glimpse.
missing.
Yeah, we get a glimpse of like what a love potion does. Yeah, Ron takes it in the sixth movie.
Oh, is it the 6th? Well, I thought it was
Half-Blood Prince. because it's Professor
6.
Slughorn, and he's the
Phoenix is 5.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the 6th one.
4 is Goblet of Fire. My bad.
So
Okay.
we see the effects of it, but we don't see what can happen when someone is tricked into loving someone with a love spell and it's not genuine love, and a child is made from it. That's how Tom comes to be.
That's an awesome thing to explore then.
Yeah, it's a whole backstory.
Changes whole look on him.
Neville's
changes
grandparents.
Neville-
That's another one.
Or how about how
and Neville's parents, actually.
well, you think that he's dead in the movies, but if you listen to the words, suffered a fate worse than death is the direct quote, is in reference to Neville Longbottom's parents. Professor Mad-Eye Moody says to, or is it Hagrid, says to Harry that they suffered a fate worse than death. I think it's actually Hagrid. And what really happened is Bellatrix Lestrange tortured them with the Cruciatus Curse to a point where they lost their minds and they're in the insane asylum. And Neville goes to visit them once a year, when he can. And
I thought that was his grandparents, and that
no, that was
someone
his
killed
biological
his parents.
His biological parents are in the sanitarium.
That's what
and his grandmother raises him. That's why his grandmother raises him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's been a while. I
there's,
haven't read them in a while, but yeah.
Besides the Order of the Phoenix, there's the original Order of the Phoenix. That's a whole background story. So I understand why they did it this way. It's because they needed the money, the capital, and the interest to kind of do these other parts. But if they're gonna do it, I hope they fucking do it right.
Do you have your music ready?
I do, actually, but I figured the first 3 at least podcasts I got to explain where I got this. Otherwise, I feel like I'm going to get sued. You know,
Cut loose.
I mean, I don't know if it ever would happen. I don't think that there's a copyright on it. But The Daily Show. Are you familiar with the Daily Show with Jon Stewart?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, before it was a political commentary show, it was just the late night talk show for Comedy Central's answer to Late Night with David Letterman.
Yeah, they want a piece of that action. So
Right, yeah. So they started their little late night talk show, and it was hosted by an ESPN broadcaster named Craig Kilborn, who I was thinking about it. It was like, he's been one of my favorite interviewers for all time, because he was just always so cool, and just everybody was his friend, and everybody was cool with him, and he just sat and shot the shit with them, regardless of how nobody they were or how big they were. And, anyway, he started the 5 questions on the Daily Show. It was just the people would come on, they did the 5 questions, and he took it when Jon Stewart took over. He took that to his own show, The Late Late Show with Craig Kilborn. So in the early 2000s, it became like a thing around Hollywood where if you were doing press, you were going to be on Kilborn. It was like, fuck, I got to do 5 questions.
The celebrities didn't want to do 5 questions
because he can kind of embarrass you. He's gonna do, and I'm gonna do this to you. I mean, I'm not trying to embarrass you, but it's fun, and a lot of people feel like they look stupid, and that's not my goal at all. I just want to have some fun with it. And
stupid, smacking my face with the microphone
what
50
would you,
times.
What? I'm sorry, we got to reference Lucy Power, the thing though that he did one that killed me, where it was like.
Well, I got one of those kind of for her. Yeah, I'm not gonna act it out, but it's similar. So, and then we can explain that after.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, do your thing.
So, you ready for 5 questions?
Yay!
All right, 5 questions for Carmela Clutch. Oh, I just did crickets for some reason. I'm supposed to get music from Mac, but this is just stand-in music. I hope I can actually cover it when I do get the music. This is kind of cool, like dating game.
See, I need to do that. I'm going to have my friends pick the guys I go on dates with. I would love to do a YouTube series of date.
Oh, that would
date me.
be great.
I'm going to have my 3 closest friends or 3 people that know me well interview each person.
Oh, can we produce that?
I mean, I'm down to do it.
We could set up the confessional couches and everything.
Can we do 5 questions first?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
That is brilliant. I do love that.
Thank God we have a good producer keeping us on track.
Question 1. The category, always going to be a category first question. This category is math.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
no.
See?
Ask the dyslexic
I
girl.
always do that. Oh, my God. I'm so bad with history, man. I can't do this. And then I ask you the question. You're like, oh, which is bigger, court or leader?
A leader.
Correct. It is a leader.
Oh, God. You have me terrified for a second. Hold on.
Let her smoke some weed. Her heart's racing right now.
For real.
I throw you off a little bit, and it's fun. It's fun. Come on, you're having fun already, right?
You got me on my toes.
Question number 2. You get recognized a lot. I mean, fairly often, somewhat. I mean, you've been recognized when we were out together, right?
Yeah.
So I would say you probably get recognized a lot. True or false? I get recognized more than Kyle Balls here.
Oh. Fuck, I'm gonna say false.
False?
Yeah.
That is true. Actually, I do get recognized quite a bit. I get recognized for being someone that I'm not.
Well, you have to.
Oh,
God, you
well,
got to
see,
bring
that-
the fucking sunglasses when you
What?
do this. You got to bring
People
the
that
fucking
I've had
sunglasses.
so many people approach me for autographs and photos, or to
It's-
just play
it
a
has
trick on
happened
somebody because they
multiple
think I'm the guy
times.
from CSI Miami.
Oh, see, I've never seen CSI.
Yeah, if you well, yeah, CSI isn't great, but the
It's
CSI
Miami.
CSI Miami, the poster. If you put black like sunglasses, like Ray-Ban sunglasses on him, he is the actor.
I would have never.
I mean, he could do the
I don't-
impersonation for it. I don't even know the actor's name. I don't know what
David
else he's
Caruso.
David Caruso. I don't even know what else he's done, and we'll show it to you afterwards.
Okay.
But it has happened multiple times where like either they think he's him or they want him to pretend to be him.
Okay.
And like that, he still has a resemblance to him. But if you put sunglasses on him,
Yeah, it's almost like
Oh wow.
especially if he was wearing a blazer like a police detective, it is hilarious. Like.
Okay.
we haven't tried that one, but
It is
it'll be interesting to
hilarious,
see
yeah.
what happens.
Gotta
Yeah.
take you down to Miami and do that.
Yeah.
All right. Oh shit! I was wrong. I put the card away. All right. Number 3 for Carmela Clutch. Carmela, if you were an ooey gooey chocolate bar, what would your name be?
I'm
Ooh.
an ooey gooey chocolate bar.
Yeah.
I would guess. Am I playing off of my name?
Oh, all right.
The Carmela bars, the Carmela, like it would be some kind of like caramel thing. Why?
Is that your final
I
answer?
can't accept that. I'm looking for Carmelo Clutch.
Caramello.
Caramello
Okay,
Clutch.
so I was thinking of the same candy.
You were in the
That's
ballpark.
cute.
That was
That's
good,
cute.
though,
I
right?
like that.
See?
I really like that.
Actually,
wouldn't-
originally I had Caramello Clutch, but I was like, I should just call it Carmelo Clutch because it's one letter different.
Yeah.
Names,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, I love that.
you like that?
Does it make you horny? I would want like
Do I
some
make you
kind of
horny?
Yeah.
aphrodisiac chocolate.
All right. Question number 4. Which of the following is not the name of an actual porno movie?
Okay.
Is it Honey, I Shrunk Your Clit,
Sad.
Lord of the Cock Rings,
Did you say cuck or cock?
Cock,
Cock. Lord of the Cock Rings.
It's gotta be.
Okay.
Poke a Hot Ass,
That sounds too good. That sounds hot. I like that. I would watch that. Pocahontas.
or Harry Pooper and the Sorcerer's Bone?
Harry Pooper and the Sorcerer's Bone's got to be fake because
Yeah,
no one does.
Yeah,
like,
who would want that on the title when you're trying to get people to buy it?
Yeah, and also scat porn is like not really legal. We
Well,
don't
you
do
got to
that.
think of all the corny stuff in the 80s and the 90s.
If you're gonna hit my face like that, you might as well fuck it. Sorry.
Yeah, slap it hard. Yeah, but you got to think of all those corny porn names in the 80s and 90s and everything like that. And that's why a lot of those, I was like, Pocahontas. Like,
Pocahontas.
I
That
could see
sounds-
someone being like, "Oh, God, that's a great idea for porn." Yeah,
Yeah. What was that first one? One more time.
Honey, I Shrunk Your Clit.
No, I feel like that would be there. That would be there too.
I'm not playing this game, but I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
the
he's
last
not
one.
allowed to help. Right?
I would say the Harry Potter one sounds like the fake one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It's Pocahontas.
Really?
Yeah,
That's the
I
one
know,
I
right?
want.
I
Yeah.
was thinking it was because of Disney or something
All right,
too,
you know
but there are a
what?
lot of Disney titles
I
that have turned into.
I have a Pocahontas cosplay.
Are you gonna be
I'm-
Pocahontas?
I'm gonna rename it. We're gonna retitle it Pocahontas just because that was too hot.
All right.
I love that.
All right.
This one's for all the points.
Finally, question number 5.
Okay.
Carmela, make up a sound that nobody's ever heard before right now.
I don't know.
That is correct.
Say that's correct.
That is correct.
I mean, it's just random
Congratulations,
noise.
you won.
I give you that one, yeah. All right, so that was, I don't know, that was like, what, 3? I don't know. How many did
That was
you get?
5.
One? No,
Well,
no,
the
no.
last one
How
wasn't
many
the
did you
question.
get?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought you got 3.
I feel like I got
I feel like
3.
it was 3.
3, yeah.
I missed the Carmelo.
Coke, yeah, that one. You weren't really supposed to get that one.
You set me up for
That one.
failure.
It's a rigged show.
No, that's 2 because you said false on the. You recognize more than Kyle Balls.
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Damn.
So
Damn. I thought that was in the
But-
capacity of like porn.
I am going to be honest. You were in the lead for contestants.
Because you've
Yeah,
never
'cause-
played with anyone else.
Lucy Power. Oh, she got 0-5.
Oh, okay.
Now, the
Yeah.
one that he said that I was like, "Oh, that's good," is he asked her something like, "If there was a wire hanging from the ceiling sparking,
Uh-huh.
what would you call that?"
Like if it's like just all over the place, it's arcing and just
Yeah, well,
Like a live wire?
electric. Yeah, just
and that's
Live
a that's a
wire.
strange
craziness. What would you call
Live
that?
wire.
live wire,
Yeah,
which is what it technically is,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he just incorrect.
I would call
What?
that Lucy Power.
It's a Lucy Power thing. Around. And I was like, "That's pretty good.
Oh, that's
good.
good, though.
That's pretty good.
That's so
Lucy
good.
Power.
You know what? Honestly, you got to give her the point because that's real. Like it was live wire, but also Lucy Wire is like, that's an extra point if she would have gotten that one.
She'd gotten that one.
It would have been a point and a
you came
half.
so close to getting like I didn't think you were going to get anywhere near that. I thought you'd be
Carmelo,
like, I thought you'd be like, I don't know, chocolate ass, like stuff.
No, no. Oh, by the way, everybody, I'm just letting you guys know, everybody next year for holidays, any holidays coming up is getting a gift box set of chocolates that are made from the molding like of
your butthole?
of my butthole.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, it's going to be milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and white chocolate. It's going to be in a little gift pack.
Right on, yes.
Everyone gets chocolate moldings.
How many
of my
photos
Will it be
are
weird
you
if
get
I
from
eat-
your friends going?
Yeah, will it be weird if I eat it like ice cream?
Yep, that's totally fine with me. Yep. And then like I'm going to do that for the fans too, but I'm going to also include pictures for them too.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Well, before the camera dies again.
Yeah, we should have wrapped this up. And yeah, it's been like we've actually recorded over 2 hours worth of.
Thank God I don't have to edit this.
Kill me.
Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully,
for having
give or
me.
take about 6 weeks from now, we can get you back, and it'd be fun to do like a book talk
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
thing. Let's talk about some spicy books, fun books, nerd books, all of the above.
So just let me know what, and I'll try to read it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I say be careful when you go into your dad's closet.
just don't get caught in your dad's
Don't
closet.
get caught in your dad's closet, guys. Thanks for being here, hon.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my